Attention, free men on the land, sovereign citizens, patriot groups, etc., et al. Please note, while I fully understand the motivations and reasons behind the passions of what you are trying to do, the instant you make any or all claims that include a legal name, you are in immediate fraud, false impersonation, within the system you are seeking to change or take down. 1. Any and all claims or usage of any and all legal names, titles, identification, etc. of any kind, including homemade ID, group IDs, status IDs, etc., are in fact a false impersonation and render you a dead man walking in the eyes of the courts, where you are in contempt of court for setting foot in a courtroom. You are effectively dead in the water and salvage under their jurisdiction. 2. Any and all use of legal name places you instantly in the Crown jurisdiction, where any and all claims of your jurisdiction are null and void, inasmuch as you are using a name that you did not create, intellectual property, and was gifted, GIFT, gamete intrafallopian transfer, to the Crown Corporation under copyright as registered willfully, unwillfully, by its creators, your parents. 3. Any and all claims via UCC, accepted for value, Rule of 96, Law of Nations, OPPT, Nasara, Divine Province, etc., et al. Are fraudulent acts using a false impersonation to engage, which in French means to pledge, in these acts, and will get you arrested accordingly for doing so. 4. Any and all claims made regarding being in, partaking of, any and all organizations, republics, groups, titles, associations, voting lists, etc., render you guilty by first, use of legal name to join, and second, by association, and will get you labeled and targeted accordingly if they are registered/system targeted. The primary cause for your woes is rooted in the legal name, and your need for vengeance to settle the score, they owe me, or benefits of a trust, aka nanny stated, etc. This truth is not an easy pill to swallow, and many of you will already have dismissed it because it doesn't suit your wants. You have the choice to stay inside the cage and beat at the bars of your own construction and consent, or you can simply step through the open door. May I suggest taking a further look on my website, cateofgaia.wordpress.com, and read, the long and short of it, the layman's preamble of I Who Shall Not Be Named, which is a servable to clerk only document. The apostolic letter dated July 11, 2013, was the removal of all and any immunity via the corporate veil for all lawyers, judges, politicians, police, etc. on this planet as of September 1, 2013. Without the most basic understanding of how all of us have been duped into unknowingly committing fraud by using a name that was legally owned by a crown corporate fiction, we deem ourselves the same by consent. The most common people that cannot grasp this truth are generally the most intellectually brilliant legal-type leaders in the so-called truth movement. The only other truth you need to grasp is quite simple. Since the game begins with the birth certificate, so must it end there as well, and it does. The birth certificate is evidence and proof of intent to aid and abet via non-disclosure and deception fraud, and the system must get your consent, or they are absolutely powerless, since we are the true power behind their ruling by consent. I speak from experience, including making a judge bow to me on video 3 years ago, where I already knew the power of this truth. The choice is yours. Stay in their cage of illusion, or set yourself free by knowing who you are. P.S. This is not a gimme nanny state mentality. This is a keep what you've already got and make these thieves accountable for their actions game now. Put down your anger, greed, and vengeance inasmuch as it owns you. So does the system you're fighting, and you're doing exactly what the system wants, to blind you from their one-trick pony. Much love, me.